I, Ben Chamiso.
This is the moment when I and around 25 other immigrants became US citizens at a federal courthouse in Chicago last Friday. It was a solemn and emotional moment, years in the making. I took the oath and that was it. So I am an American citizen and it feels pretty good. It's a new day. Because my wife is American, I was able to move to the US from Belgium in 2015 with a green card. I've qualified for citizenship since 2018, but it's only in late 2020 that I started filling out the 20-page naturalization form. At the time, the Trump administration planned to double the filing fee from $640 to nearly $1,200. The fee hike never materialized, but it did push me to apply. My appointment today. A year later, I received an appointment for the infamous naturalization interview, when you get tested on your knowledge of English and civics. How many amendments does the Constitution have? 27? During the civics part, an officer asks you 10 questions from a list of 100. You need 6 correct answers to pass. A 2018 national survey found that only 1 in 3 Americans would pass the test. I passed it, but with 1 frustrating wrong answer. The question was, what are the 3 first words of the US Constitution? And I said quickly, we are the people. Then I said, now it's actually we the people. But that was too late. The interview also includes dozens of questions about your background. Whether I was a member of any terrorist organization or a communist, or whether I had committed any crime, whether I had spent time in jail, every single crime you can think of, they asked if I had committed it.
Thank you.
In the end, of course, it was all worth it. The ceremony alone made me proud of my achievement. It also made me realize I was in good company. The US government naturalized about 625,000 new citizens in fiscal year 2020 and more than 7.3 million immigrants over the last decade. Now, how do I compare to other new citizens? Well, I'm from Europe. Most naturalized Americans hail from Mexico, India, and the Philippines. My wife sponsored me. That's the case in about 28% of cases. And come November, I'll be allowed to vote in US elections for the first time as a new American.
Now I wanted to bring in Ben Chamiso to the show to congratulate him in person. Benny, this has been a long time coming. I know you to be a proud French-speaking Belgian, but you're adding even more descriptors, man. How does it feel to finally be an American citizen?
Hey man, I just want to start by saying that I'm still Belgian, so I have 2 nationalities. And just don't forget the Belgian part. And as I said in the piece, the oath ceremony that you just watched made me feel like I had achieved something pretty meaningful. The judge who administered the oath that I took first made a very passionate speech about America being a country of immigrants, and essentially he made all of us in the room feel really proud of ourselves. And then, of course, I'm excited to get to vote soon.
Kind of remind me here, what was the impetus for you wanting to become an American citizen? You know, we've spent years talking about things like this, but, you know, what was it that really made you want to become an American citizen in the first place?
It is true that as a permanent resident, which I was just last week, I mostly had the same rights as a citizen besides voting. But gaining citizenship just makes me feel like my future in this country is just more secure, more certain, and it's just kind of a cool thing as well to be able to say that you are American. But now, Christian, you heard it in my piece. A recent survey found that 2 out of 3 Americans would fail the citizenship test. I, for one, am dying to know if you would also fail the test. So here's the deal. I'm going to ask you 4.
Yeah, I probably would.
All right, so I prepared 4 questions for you from the actual test. You need 3 good answers to get to keep your citizenship. Are you ready?
No, but go ahead.
All right, so I've selected some pretty hard ones because I don't want to ask you who is the president of the United States. So anyway, let's start. Number 1, if both the president and the vice president can no longer serve, who then becomes president?
Speaker of the House.
Yeah, that's right. Good job. Who was president during World War One?
World War One was it oh no, was it?
And
I don't know,
you
I'm gonna
can you
guess
feel
here.
that?
Was it Woodrow Wilson?
It was. Good job. I was gonna say, can you feel that citizenship slipping away from you and becoming stateless?
Slowly, yeah. What's? I'm glad this isn't a test to like take away my citizenship.
That's what it is. That's what I'm
so-
saying. That's what we're doing here, man. A lot at stake. So you get two
Okay.
rights. You need one more right, two more here. The Federalist Papers supported the passage of the U.S. Constitution. Name one of the writers.
One of the writers for the Federalist Papers was John Jay, one of the writers of the Federalist Papers.
And that is accurate as well. So you have officially done a better job than 2/3 of Americans. But I'll ask you the fourth one just for fun. There were 13 original states. Name 3 of them.
North Carolina, Virginia, Delaware.
All right, I'll take it. Well, you are officially remaining an American today. Congratulations. And I also just want to say that the real test was actually 10 questions. We don't want to bore you with 10 questions for too long. But again, you passed, so congratulations.
Thank you, Benny. Much appreciated, man. Ben Chamiso, thank you so much. And congrats again, my man.
Anytime.